Hello. I was asked to create a video on discussion forums, and so I'm going to show you in this video how you can use a discussion forum in order to communicate with your class in a real-time setting. In other words, in a live setting. So let me go ahead and get started here and show you how this will work. I'm going to go to my courses here, and I'm going to choose one that I taught this summer. Okay, so this is a calculus class I taught this summer. Now I already have a discussion forum tab right here, but if you need discussion forums, all you have to do is go up here and click on Tool Link, and then you can go to the drop down box and look for discussion board, and then you can name it whatever you want to. I like to name mine either discussion forums, or sometimes I'll call it my forums. But anyway, that's if you don't have a discussion forum on your page, it's a very simple way to add it. Just go to the tool link and then you can add it. And if you want students to be able to see it, you also, when you add it, you need to click the little thing that says allow student access. Okay, so let me go ahead and click on this. Okay, so in this course I already have a couple of forums set up, and you can see my stump forum from the summer. I didn't have a lot of participation in it, but anyway, that's my stump forum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new forum. So let me show you how to do that. So I'm going to create a forum here. So I'm just going to click on Create Forum. And then I'm going to name the forum, and you can call it whatever you want to, but I'll just say for now Q&A. And then you can, I won't fill this out, but you can fill out your instructions. And in your instructions, make sure you encourage the students to subscribe. They don't really want to, but you can incentivize this by suggesting that if they subscribe to it, you'll give them points or a better grade or something like that. But anyway, I'll show you how to do the description later. Now, on your forum, you want to obviously make it available. You can put the dates at which it's available if you want, but I just leave that open for a general Q&A forum. And then there are settings, a lot of different settings here, but I just leave mine in the standard view. And then if you don't want to have a grade, just leave no grading in the forum. But if you do want to have a grade, click the grade and then put in the points possible. So let's say I put in 10 points possible. Okay. Now down here you can actually get the gradebook to prompt you. So let's say that you require students to have at least 5 posts. So I can put in here for it to prompt me when students have 5 posts. And if you want a due date, you can put a due date. But again, I just leave this open all semester long because this is for Q&A, so there's not really a due date on this. I guess you could put in the last day of your class or whenever your final exam is going to be for the date if you wanted to. Okay, now there's a lot of other things here. If you don't want students to subscribe, you can click that. But I like to have members subscribe. There's not a setting that forces them to subscribe, which I kind of wish there would be, but there's not a setting that forces them to subscribe. Now, you can say include the link to the post, and that'll just give them the link, so you'll get an email link. And let me show you what will happen here. I've got one here for you. I can show you that I did a copy from. So hang on just a second. This right here is just an example of an email that I received from a student. I've blacked out the student's name here. But basically, it'll email me and give me this link. Okay, now, but if you want the content, then click include body of post, and I like that because that way I know what I'm going to answer when it comes. So going back to this page here, you can see that below here you can see that I have the question, and it says, hello, can somebody explain why 0, 0 is not a point of inflection? And it says, I see why 3 is, I just don't get why 0 is not. So all I had to do, once a student submits this, all I had to do was click on this link, and it allowed me to go directly into the discussion forum and answer the student's question. And then when I submitted the answer, I got you get another email, and let me show you that one. This is the email of my response. And so again, it gives the student the link. And so my question or my answer was, did you check the sign of the second derivative immediately to both sides of 0? It's not an inflection point unless the sign changes. So basically that's what you get in your email. Okay, so I prefer to do the body of the post in the email so that whoever is subscribed can not only see the link to go back to the post, but they can also see the question that the students asked. Now I will say this, it doesn't work too well if they send a symbol or a picture, but generally you will see, like if they attach a GIF or some other a JPEG, you will see that in the email, so you could open that JPEG if you wanted to. But usually I just click on the link back to the post and then open the JPEG or whatever the PIC file is, and then I can see the question that way. But anyway, again, I recommend clicking on this, and then you can choose some of these. If you're grading it, you can't allow anonymous posts, for obvious reasons. So since I'm grading this, I can't do anonymous posts. Now, these are just your choices. I don't care if a student wants to delete their own post, and I don't care if they want to edit their own post. So I would probably click those and click that one. Allow members to create new threads. I don't care. Allow file attachments. I need that because I have students, I tell them to either copy or paste the question from the notes, quiz, or whatever they're looking at, and if they can't copy and paste it appropriately, then I ask them to do a screenshot and attach a file. So that you really want that. You want screenshots, because you don't want a student saying, hey, on quiz 1.1 number 17 I couldn't answer the question. Well, as an instructor, you're going to want to see the question. You're not going to want to have to go back and dig it out. So force your students to send you a picture of the file if they can't copy and paste it. Okay, I don't know whether the quote, I think that's just for fluff, but I'll click that off. And then, of course, I'm not going to moderate the post and so forth. And this other stuff, I don't know really about this. So anyway, that's the forum. And so once I've set all the settings, I'll click Submit. Okay, now there's one last thing that you need to do once you've created a forum. Now here's my forum. And of course, it looks like rather small because I haven't put in any instructions like I did in this one up here. But here's what you need to do. This is very important so that you get all the responses. Click on this, the name of it, and then go up here and click on Subscribe. So make sure you click on Subscribe. And then when you're in your instructions, make sure that you, when you put in your instructions, make sure that you have the students subscribe and you explain to them the instructions on how to subscribe. So it's pretty simple, but you're going to want students to subscribe. And now when I'm subscribed, now I can create a thread. Let me just create a thread real quick. And I'm just going to type in question, and then I'll just say something stupid. What is 2 plus 2? Okay, and I'll submit that. Okay, I'll submit that. And basically what I should get, and I think I just got it, is I will get that in my inbox, and you can see here immediately it gives me the question. And what's great about that is you immediately get the post from many students. So it's real time, it's live. And so the reason I'm sharing this is, let's say that you're in your own a schedule courses, say at 11:30 on Monday, Wednesday, you go in and you go through and you open your lecture and you share with them what you want to share with them, and then they have questions. Well, there's different ways they could ask questions. Obviously, if you use Collaborate, I guess they could type in the question or email the question, but I'm concerned about the bandwidth on Collaborate. So another way to do the questions, you could do it several different ways. You could have them email questions, or you could even give them your text and have them text you the question. But what I don't like about the email or the text is that's just one-on-one. The only people that see those questions are you and the student. But in this forum, now if the students are all subscribed to it, and even if they're not subscribed to it, if they go to the forum, they'll see it. But if they're subscribed to it, they'll get the prompts every time a question or an answer is submitted. So I really like using this forum concept, especially with our own a schedule classes, because it allows students to post questions that all other students can see, and it allows the instructor to post answers that all other students can see, and it allows it in a real-time format, so you can do that immediately. So it's just like texting back and forth between students, except this time you have all the students that can see the responses and the questions. And that's about it. I just wanted to share that with you because Jacqueline asked me to share with you this concept of using a forum to answer questions. Good day.